You're watching Korra, Making of a Legend. Now, let's hear from the creators of this epic series.
In this episode, we kind of take a little break for a bit. Mako, Bola, and Asami are moving to their new home on Air Temple Island, and this is really the episode where we see the new Team Avatar kind of form and coalesce into this dynamic fighting team, and it kind of calls back to the old series where Aang had his crew of people, and this is really the episode where they all come together.
Yeah, this one is definitely one of my favorites of book one. Yeah, I think it is for that reason, you know? I mean, it's fun to have all the tension and how they all met, but despite their relationship difficulties and not all of those things are resolved, they still bond together as a bunch of friends, and they all have like a common goal.
Yeah.
It's cool.
You're watching Korra, Making of a Legend on Nicktoons. You're watching Korra, Making of a Legend. Now, let's hear from the creators of this epic series.
This is a great episode for the character of Tarlok. You know, in the beginning you think, oh, this guy's just kind of a jerk, but then you realize he's kind of a villain.
So we see like Korra and Team Avatar embarrassing Tarlok by beating him to the punch on a lot of like arrests and getting to the equalist first and stuff. So they're getting a lot of press, a lot of attention. And
he's really vain.
Yeah, he's not happy about this because Korra's not on his side anymore.
I think he's an interesting blend of like Azula, because he's so manipulative and he knows how to push people's buttons and find their weaknesses to get them to do what he wants. And then he's also a bit like Long Fang, where he's this political mastermind kind of puppeteer, all for his own personal gain of power and vanity and all that stuff. So those were two of my favorite villains of the old series, so Tarlok becomes a really interesting kind of hybrid of those two.
You're watching Korra, Making of a Legend on Nicktoons. You're watching Korra, Making of a Legend. Now, let's hear from the creators of this epic series.
This showdown between Tarlok and Korra is one of my favorite moments in the whole series. From an art direction point of view, I just love the setting of this waterfall behind him. And when you have a waterbender sitting in front of this waterfall, it's like, you know something's gonna happen.
I like the moment where she accuses Tarlok of being kind of like a Mon. Tarlok's accusing her of being aggressive and using her powers for threatening people too. And it just all comes to a head. You don't know how it's all gonna play out, and at the last moment is this little twist.
That and the music is so incredible, and it just builds tension. And then we just turn it over to Ben Wynn's crazy sound design. Oh man, just came together so nicely.
You're watching Korra, Making of a Legend on Nicktoons.